So I'm going to do an excerpt from Hills Like White Elephants by Ernest Hemingway. I would have penciled on a mustache and dressed like Mr. Hemingway had I remembered that this assignment was due at midnight, but I did not, so just have to bear with me here. "It tastes like licorice," the girl said and put the glass down. "That's the way with everything." "Yes," said the girl, "everything tastes like licorice, especially all the things you've waited so long for, like absinthe." "Oh, cut it out. You started it," the girl said. "I was being amused. I was having a fine time." "Well, let's try to have a fine time." "All right, I was trying. I said the mountains looked like white elephants. Wasn't that bright?" "It was bright." "I wanted to try this new drink. That's all we do, isn't it? Look at things and try new drinks?" "I guess so." The girl looked across the hills. "They're lovely hills," she said. "They don't really look like white elephants. I just meant the coloring of their skin through the trees." "Should we have another drink?" "All right." The warm wind blew the bead curtain against the table. "The beer's nice and cool," the man said. "It's lovely," the girl said. "It's really an awful simple operation, Jig," the man said. "It's not really an operation at all." The girl looked at the ground the table legs rested on. "I know you wouldn't mind it, Jig. It's really not anything. It's just to let the air in." The girl did not say anything. "I'll go with you, and I'll stay with you all the time. They just let the air in, and then it's all perfectly natural." "Then what will we do afterward?" "We'll be fine afterward, just like we were before." "What makes you think so?" "That's the only thing that bothers us. It's the only thing that made us unhappy." The girl looked at the beaded curtain, put her hand out and took hold of two of the strings of beads. "And you think then we'll be all right and be happy?" "I know we will. You don't have to be afraid. I've known lots of people that have done it." "So have I," said the girl, "and afterwards they were all happy." "Well," the man said, "if you don't want to, you don't have to. I wouldn't have you do it if you didn't want to, but I know it's perfectly simple." "And you really want to?" "I think it's the best thing to do, but I don't want you to do it if you don't really want to. And if I do it, you'll be happy and things will be like they were and you'll love me. You know I love you. You know I love you." "I know, but if I do it, then it will be nice again if I say things are like white elephants, and you'll like it." "I'll love it. I love it now, but I just can't think about it. You know how I get when I worry." So, why was this controversial? Well, back when this was written in I believe it was the early 1920s, 1930s, Ernest Hemingway was trying to figure out a way to bring up the controversial subject of abortion without ever mentioning it. It's all very illusionary towards the issue, but never really speaks about it. Um, in Hills Like White Elephants, there's this concept of two constantly. Um, and obviously, it's the man, the woman, but then there's this baby, and the guy keeps bringing up this idea of two. Um, and the woman is torn, obviously. An abortion's a big decision. Um, so that would be the main reason why this story is fairly controversial. Um, Hemingway himself was somewhat of a controversial figure, given that there were some people that believed he was just a fantastic reporter, and he wanted original ideas. He didn't necessarily want it to be just putting a spin on a story. Not that there weren't some things that he put a spin on, and the fact that a lot of people couldn't figure out the difference between what was a spin story and what was completely fiction. He admired that he was that good of a writer. So there you have it. Good luck, classmates.